Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's O'Neil from Tapped In with O'Neil, and in today's video, as you guys can see from the title of the video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my 800 credit score. Um, at the age of 25, I'm 25 years old, and I finally managed to achieve a feat that I've been seeking out since I was 19 years old. Well, probably a little bit before then, probably about 18 years old, but I finally achieved it. I actually been a part of the 800 club. You know what I'm saying? I've been a part of the 800 club for a little minute, but this is like me actually bringing it to you guys' attention, showing you guys, giving you a little bit of insight on me. You know, on this channel, we talk a lot about finances, about making money, investing, and all that. So, venture out back into the credit aspect of it. I'll show you guys what it means to me, how I think, and yeah, we'll go from there. But I do also like to add the receipts, so I'm gonna show you guys the score on my phone, and we'll go from there. All right, so as you guys can see, we have an 808 credit score, and this is brought to you by FICO score 9 Experian. And as you guys can, I told you guys, I've already been a part of the 800 club since about February, I want to say, maybe a little bit before then, but yeah, definitely in February. And here's a little bit of a news flash and a little secret that they don't necessarily tell you. Anything after 750 is pretty much the same. Like, realistically, anything after 750 is pretty much the same as a 800. They can tell that you are responsible and you know how to manage money. And yeah, this is just a testament of that. I just like to see the 800 in my account, so like I know I actually achieved it. I always wanted to see this 800 number, and like I said, I achieved it a little bit early on in this year, but I'm bringing to you guys attention now. If you guys don't remember, my first video was me paying off $30,000 in debt, and as I'm showing you guys the time back during June, my credit score was around 710. I always been good with credit, so I always had a decent credit score, but I had a lot of life happening around last year time. I didn't have a job. I was unemployed. I had a lot of things going on. And like I said, I had accrued over $30,000 in debt. And I managed to pay that off by the time of November. So I did that in 5 months. I think that was when my first video was. I paid it off in 5 months. Those weren't consecutive months, so it was broken up because I had a job and I was focusing on it, and then I was unemployed. And then as soon as I got back to my job, I started refocusing on paying off my debt. And as soon as I got hired, I just started throwing everything at the debt. And you guys know I invest $1,000 every week into the stock market. So if I'm investing $1,000 into the stock market now, you can only imagine what I was doing towards paying off my debt. Like, I used a lot of strategies. I utilized a lot of different things. I am financially literate to a certain degree, and like I said, my credit score is a testament of that. So yeah, I do know a little bit about credit and finances, and this is what this channel is about, and I'm proud to bring this to you guys. The score was updated probably about a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago. My payment history is at 100%. I don't miss any payments. I always make my payments on time. And yeah, like I think it was saying my debt to income ratio is about 8%, which means I'm only using 8% of my income to pay towards my debt, which I don't necessarily have any debt. I just utilize my credit cards to pay bills, like everyday bills, like get gas, or just bills in general. I use my credit card to pay bills so I can get some reward points. If I pay all my bills throughout the course of a year, I can afford me a domestic flight round trip, like pretty much anywhere. That's bare minimum. So that's why I also use credit. Hold on. Yeah, so that's also why I utilize credit to get the rewards points, and just utilize the rewards that they give you. A thing that they don't tell you, and once you kind of get to this level of 800 credit score, you realize quickly that it really doesn't mean too much. And the reason why I say that is because I generate a decent amount of income to where I don't have to utilize or borrow anybody's money. The only reason I utilize credit, like I said, is to get rewards points and just get cash back on the everyday purchase that I was going to make anyways. Key is not to use debit cards, things like that. You just get no money back from that. So there's just no point in using it. And don't hold any balances, and just pretty much don't hold any debt. The real true path to wealth, and I know I'm kind of young, so it may sound a little weird coming from me, but understand that I am on my path. The real true path to wealth is actually paying off debt, or just living debt free. That's the secret. Living debt free is something that people underestimate a lot. A lot of times we've been programmed to finance everything that we own. We can't necessarily buy the things that we want to buy, so we just put it on Klarna Afterpay. And if you guys don't know, they had a lawsuit and they're defaulting on a lot of the loans and a lot of the debt that they have. So it's just a lot of mess. It's a messy situation. So I tend not to think like the average person, and I utilize my own money. I don't fall into the debt trap, because that is the biggest way to fall victim to the system and have them dictate what you do with your money. So imagine, you get paid on a week to week basis, and you don't have to worry about paying any bills. You can have the freedom to choose and do whatever you want to do with your money. And that's kind of what I do to a certain degree. You do what I want to do with my money. I can grow my wealth. I can multiply my wealth. I can afford to take a certain risk in the stock market to 10x my investments. And I kind of do that on this channel. So you guys see it. I went from making $700 a week trading options, and then I bumped that up to $4,500. And the reason why I'm doing that is to diversify where my money is going or where my money is coming from. I don't want to just lump sum of money from my job, because I do work a 9 to 5, just like a lot of people. But I also want to generate income from my businesses, and I also want to generate income in different forms and different ways. So that's just a little key thing that I'm kind of showing you guys. Oh, and then I'll also put it up on the screen. I'll probably show you guys in a little bit what my credit score on Credit Karma is looking like. I'm pretty sure it's not at an 800 right now. Hold on, let me just pull it up for you guys. Yeah, so for those who utilize Credit Karma and see how it measures their credit score, my credit score is not currently at 800 on Credit Karma. It did achieve it, and I'll put that up on the screen when it achieved it, or what it looked like when I achieved it. But it's a little bit down right now because I did apply for a business credit card, and it did a hard pull on my personal credit, which not all business credit cards do, but this one in particular did do a hard pull on my credit score. So that's what's bringing it down now. But other than that, it was over 800 credit score. But yeah, like let me just kind of put this down and show you guys and tell you guys, like, you kind of operate differently. And this is something I got from my mentor. You kind of operate differently when you don't have to worry about owing somebody. People like me and you, we don't owe money. We don't hold debt. We don't hold on to debt. We don't accrue debt. We acquire assets to build our wealth. That's what this channel is about. We acquire assets to build our wealth. This is what the rich do. They acquire assets, borrow against their assets, and they grow their wealth that way. They utilize other people's money in the smart way, not utilizing other people's money to become a consumer. We acquire assets, borrow against our assets, and we grow our wealth. That is what we do. This is something my mentor taught me. This is something he's been telling me, and I've been paying attention, and this is what I stand by. From a young age, I've always been fascinated with finances and just understanding or having financial literacy. So I'm glad I was able to achieve this feat. But as I said, it doesn't really mean too much to me now, because I don't utilize credit. I don't pull out any loans. I don't have any debt. So yeah, this is just a little quick video I wanted to show you guys, give you a little insight on me. And if you guys want a part 2 to this, to how exactly steps to how to achieving the 800 credit score, I can give you guys that too. And yeah, we'll go from there. But without further ado, if you felt like this was useful in any way, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. There is a new Discord. You can go ahead and click the link to that. in the description below. Talk to me, talk to like-minded individuals like myself. Hit me up on Instagram. That's my direct contact. You guys can hit me up and I can speak with you guys. So yeah, without further ado, it's Tapped In with O'Neal, and I'm signing out.